Lines is tight security in tense final hours to oath. We are counting down now, just a matter of hours before we have President Uhuru Kenyatta sworn in for his second term. But what may be creating tension is the fact that NASA have still maintained that, one, they will not recognize Uhuru Kenyatta's government as legitimate, and two, the fact that they are also planning a parallel rally tomorrow as the swearing-in ceremony is going on. One that they have said is going to be to mark and remember those that have lost their lives in the struggle for democracy.
Yeah, okay, yeah, this is something that, we are bound to see tomorrow as the president is sworn in. The other team will be also having their own parallel, something going on. And that is why we continue to say that there is need for us to reach out to each other so that one party doesn't look like it is gaining advantage over the other and the other people are not being heard or they're not being given a platform. So from, going on this narrative of extending ourselves to each other and calling each other on the table so that we can be able to talk to each other, because at the end of the day we need to understand that it's not just about the president and about Honorable Raila Odinga. These are representations of a whole group of Kenyans who are either joyful or feel aggrieved. So unless these groups come together and we are able to get a compromise and we are able to move forward together, at the end of the day it will not make sense at all for any of these groups.
Absolutely. And on The Nation you've got a detailed point form of what is expected to take place tomorrow and how the swearing-in ceremony should go. So if you'd like to just know how things are likely to play out and how they're expected to play out, The Nation does give you a good picture of that. Yesterday was also the day where Kenya goes basically giving back to society in the Stand Chad Marathon. Did you run yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Running is not one of your hobbies.
No.
Okay, but that was the Stand Chad Marathon yesterday, and I was supposed to participate, but I was not able to. But there you go. Those of you that did, congratulations, and thank you for doing that. And also, on the front page of The Nation, you also have an article there with Raila Odinga, the opposition leader, saying, "Don't hurt our people, NASA cautions police." But we did have Koome come out to give a very stern warning that they were what they were calling the red alert streets. And this is because of the dignitaries that are expected for the swearing-in ceremony. And with NASA pushing to have their rally, there were certain roads that were sort of no-go zones, and they were very categorical that with heads of states in the country, then there are those which they termed as they're going to be high-security roads. So I don't know how this is going to play out with opposition leader Raila Odinga saying, don't hurt our people as they plan to demonstrate and make their way to wherever the rally is going to be. And the government also coming out to say that we have high alert and we're going to ensure that security is going to be at an all-time high given the dignitaries that will be there.
Yes, of course, it's very important for the security to be there given the guests who are coming in. That is one side of the story. At the end of the day, I also think that there can also be a very diplomatic way of doing this, sorry, so that everybody, is able to get a good share of what they want. So we are very hopeful that the police will be very diplomatic with the people who are going in a different direction, but also that the people who are going in a different direction will be able to maintain peace as they go in that direction, so that we don't have a clashing of these two, because if that happens, then we know what will come out of that. And that is something that, will cause a lot of hurt and harm to people.
We just pray that as NASA goes to commemorate and remember those that have lost their lives in what they're calling or terming as a struggle for democracy, no other lives will be lost in the process. So I just hope that the security forces, the security apparatus, plus NASA would be able to work together, because really at the end of the day, the police service is not there for Jubilee or NASA. It's there for Kenyan citizens, as long as you are a Kenyan citizen, and as a result, even provide whatever necessary security that NASA needs to ensure that they go ahead with their planned rally.
Yes, very true. And yeah, that is especially also when we talk about issues of our people. So we need to bring the inclusivity together so that we feel part and parcel of everything. So that if the police are protecting, they're protecting the citizens of this nation. All right.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to page